Hello everybody, my name is V. Narendra Kumar and we are from NRK Academy. And today we have the 20th story in our series of AESOP tales retold by Leo Tolstoy. And this is part of our long series of 500 stories of mastering reading and listening with grammar analysis. And today we have the 20th story, The Dog and Her Shadow. So let's start. A dog, general dog, a dog. Because any particular, it's not a particular dog. A dog, A because there's a D sound, it's not an. A dog was crossing the river. Was crossing the river. He's not is crossing the river because the dog is not in front of me. Was crossing the river at that time. Over a plank. Over is a linking word here, preposition. A plank, comma. He was is silent here. He was is silent here, comma. Carrying a piece of meat. In is a linking word, her teeth. See how well the structure is here. A dog was crossing the river, that particular river, over a plank. You can't say just a plank, right? You have to give some relationship. River, a plank. River over a plank. And he was carrying, so he was silent, carrying a piece of meat, piece of meat in her teeth. In her teeth. She saw herself. See herself becomes saw herself. In the water, she saw herself, her own self. Where? In the water. You have to have in the water. Otherwise, again, there's no relationship. Again, you have a connector. And thought. Think becomes thought. And what did that person think? Thought that. What that is a linking word. Another dog was carrying a piece of meat. So that is very funny. A dog was crossing the river over a plank. He was silent, carrying a piece of meat in her teeth. In is a linking word. She saw herself in the water. Connecting word. And thought. Think becomes thought in past tense. That is a connecting word. Another dog was carrying a piece of meat. Full stop. She dropped her piece and dashed forward. She dropped. Simple past tense. Her piece, her own piece, and she dashed forward to take away what the other dog had. So she dropped her piece and dashed forward to take away what? What the other dog had. The other meat was gone. The other meat was gone. And her own was carried away by the stream. Isn't it? The other meat was gone. Was gone is passive voice and is linking word. Her own means her own meat was carried away. This is very important. It is not carried away. It is was carried away because he didn't carry away. He did not carry away the meat. The meat was carried away. Passive voice. By the stream. By is a linking word. So this is absolutely clear. Let's read again. See the big sentence. She dropped her piece. She dashed forward. What the other had. Other meat was gone. Her own was carried away. Right? 4 sentences. How was it connected? It's a long sentence, but it's not that difficult. She dropped her piece and is a linking word. Dashed forward to take. What's the purpose? To take away what the other dog had. What the other dog had. So the other meat was gone and her own was carried away by the stream. See? So you have active voice, you have passive voice, you have and, but, what, that, and prepositions and articles, and that's it. And words, and they're all connected together. The verb changes, and that is grammar. You can get a full mastery of reading by grammar analysis. And that's what we did right now, right? And thus the dog was left. He was left without anything. Without again is a linking word. You can't say the dog was left anything. You can't say that, right? You have to have what? Without anything. So these are all meaningful connectors, meaningful relationships. Meaning is there in every sentence, right? So once you get the meaning, you have got the whole meaning of reading. A dog was crossing, now let's check. A dog was crossing the river over a plank, comma, carrying a piece of meat in her teeth. She saw herself in the water and thought that another dog was carrying a piece of meat. She dropped her piece and dashed forward to take away what the other dog had. The other meat was gone and her own was carried away, passive voice, by the stream, and thus the dog was left without anything. It's almost I feel there's a rhythm and there's a poetry in this. Because there is a poetry and a rhythm because you are understanding the meaning. Once the meaning is understood, it feels very good. And that is the beauty of reading. Once you get reading mastery, you don't just get reading, you get a power to know, a power to discover, a power to master and a power to live your life in a very happy way, in a very confident way. And that completes our story. Thank you so much. We meet in the next story, 21st, with the crane and the stoke of this series of Aesop's fables or tales retold by Leo Tolstoy. Thank you so much.